Hey, how we doing? How we doing? Number one chill spot on the internet. Kai says, man, it's nice to be here. Yeah, it's nice to be here. Me too. I was actually just filming some videos and having a little bit of brain fog while I was trying to shoot these videos. Super frustrating, you know? Super frustrating when you wake up, you're like, I'm gonna conquer the day. And then the day's just like not quite working out for you. So I was like, what should I do? I should just hop on stream for a quick moment, hang out with the tribe, you know? Y'all always make me feel better and we always have a good time. So I was like, why not? Let's go hang out for a moment. I see we got Vancouver in the building. Nice. We got Saint in the building. Nice. We got Gwen here making some tea. Yeah, we got some tea. What kind of tea do I got right now? This is a black tea. To be honest, I'm not even sure what this one is, but it's got a mango chunks in it. Yeah, it's got mango chunks in it. Tabitha says the sweater is looking cozy. Oh, super cozy. You should feel it. It's like super cozy. It's very soft. So soft. It's like you just want to pet yourself like a cat. Very soft. Actually, it was a little thrift find. I'll be finding some really good fit. Actually, I got this jacket. It's a pretty fire jacket, actually. Pretty fire jacket I got at the thrift store as well. And you wouldn't believe how much I got this jacket for. It was like an amazing price. I'm going to just tell you right now. Amazing price. You know when you find like good thrift finds and the prices be just so great? So you're just like, oh my God. It's very hard to shop in a mall after that. I find it very difficult to shop in the mall. I'm like, you want to charge me $90 for this little t-shirt? $90, I'd be getting like 3 outfits at a thrift shop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's send some love to Alex, whose mother's in the hospital right now. Alex needs some prayers. Alex needs some vibes in the chat. Send Alex some love. Sending love and prayers to you, Alex. That's hot. That's hot. Got JP Prodigy in the building. How's it going, my brother? How's it going? How are we all feeling today on a scale of 1 to 10? I don't think we're going to be here too long today because I do have some things I'm trying to film, but I was really just struggling with the filming process today. Some days, man, it's super smooth. Some days it's not. But that's okay. We're doing the best we can while we can. Someone said, what is your favorite tea? I really like my black teas. So I'm kind of a black tea addict. And one of my favorites is the Lapsang black tea. It's like a smoky one. So that would probably be like my favorite. And then, but I'll drink all tea. I'd say my least favorite tea is English breakfast tea. The ones that like a hotel always gives you. Like the classic, like UK one. Not really a big fan of that one. But that's okay. We got JP Prodigy feeling like a good 8. Tabitha's on the high vibes, a good 9.8. what's your take on caffeine and ADHD, or no take? It's not like I have a strong take because I'm not a doctor or anything, but yeah, through my own research, that caffeine's not the greatest for ADHD. For me, I like, caffeine and tea. I really don't see a negative effect from it. Like I can drink like 3 cups of black tea before bed and like go to sleep fine. It doesn't keep me awake. But coffee, I'm not big on coffee. The caffeine from coffee unearths my nerves. So I normally do like a decaf when it comes to the coffee. But again, everybody's different. So I'm not like a professional in the realm of ADHD. So I'm not sure. It is a stimulant, so it can also help you focus in many ways. Tabitha says, we got 2 Tabithas in the big building. Tabitha with the 3 A's says matcha is the best. Yeah, I do like matcha. Matcha is really good. I had a lot of matcha in Japan. It was a really good vibe. I miss Japan. I'm actually going to Japan probably soon to shoot some videos, some music videos, because I am working with a Japanese band right now. So we got a bunch of projects, and we might be doing a mini tour through South Korea and Japan. So that'd be quite cool to go out there and get my matcha on for sure. We got Honduras in the building. Nice. Oh no, we got Wolf feeling like a 4. I feel you. I'm feeling like a 6 today. Ashanti says, Heinz, we need you in Alabama. Yeah, I want to come out to Alabama for sure. That would be a vibe. Someone said, which Japanese band are you working with? Their name is Glico with 3 I's. Gliiico. Go check them out on YouTube. They brothers of mine. I've my one buddy in the band has been like one of my best friends for over a decade. So, it's like a family to me. We'll do maybe a little Q&A today, and then I'm gonna hop back off. I only have like 2 hours left in the studio, and I do need to record. So we kind of just here to tap in and say hi. Maybe a study stream tomorrow. Maybe.
New York City in 1940.
We got Sacramento here, Estonia here. Chelsea says, my tune, Berlioz. I was actually supposed to go to a Berlioz concert in Los Angeles next week, but I'm not going. I just don't feel like leaving the country right now. And, the tickets to LA were quite expensive. And I'm like, I don't want to spend all that money. And, I'm busy. And I think I'm going to take my daughter snowboarding instead. Told her this winter we're going to get into the snowboarding. What's your plans this winter? We only have about a month and a half, not even, till the year is over. I can't believe it. This year has been lifing. But as it's been lifing, we've been navigating through it, moving through it with grace, It may not have been perfect. We may have gotten overwhelmed at times, but then we realized that everything we were going through was a teacher for us. And we're understanding that through that chaos comes quite a bit of growth, which is beautiful. And once we have that understanding, we can move into acceptance, right? I realize a lot of times it starts with a realization, it moves to understanding, and then acceptance. And acceptance is when we realize, I am where I am, I accept, now what? Let's make some change, Sometimes we thought this season was going to be full of maybe it's going to be traveling, maybe financial success, and then life happened. And now we have different outcomes, right? Now we're going on an inner journey instead of an external journey. Who knows? It's been an interesting year. a very interesting year. You know, the journey from perfection to growth, growing through whatever we are going through, right? Berlioz' album is fire though. I do recommend checking it out. Melissa says, I thought you were in the US all the time. No, I'm not in the US. I am in Canada. I do have a newfound appreciation for the United States of America though. America is a beautiful country. I love the views, the natural landscapes. You know, I was getting my visa for America so I could do some more work there. And then I stopped the visa because I was like, I don't want to go there. I want to go to Japan. But now I'm like, also, I think at some point in life, I would like to buy property in America as well. So that's on the to-do list. Amy says, I'm in a season of saying I surrender. Every time I worry, there's no point in doing that, and it leaves no room for abundance. That's 100% right. There's a lot of, I had that realization, I think I said this yesterday, but I had that realization a few weeks ago when I was like, you know what, you need to just pause. You need to stop trying to hit the play or fast forward button because you're missing all that this experience or this situation or this season has for you because you have your own intentions. You're trying to control everything when really we should try to get in alignment, which would encourage more flow and authenticity for where we are. So letting go is really beautiful. Very difficult though. Sometimes the most beautiful things are very difficult. You know, it sounds good, but it's like, you know, how do you do it? Someone says, have you been to Japan before? Yes. Went to Japan this year. Already been once this year. Went last year as well. Going to be going twice in 2025. Wow, in the summertime, I'm going to take my daughter back and then we're going to go to Korea. But then again, I'm going to be going to shoot some videos with this band. I've been doing their social media. So if you're like, yo, Heinz has been not really posting on Instagram. Well, I've been creating for another page. So if I'm not creating on my own things, I'm always creating somewhere else. Damn, one of my packages is like being held up at the border. That sucks. Gabriel says, at the moment, I'm not thinking too much. I'm just back in love with all this shit. I like that. That's fire. I like that. I like that. Yo, one of my packages, the border's messing with my package because it's some herbs, so they're probably like cautious about it. That's super annoying. Tom says, check out the book Letting Go by David Hawkins. Nice. Check out that book. Sorry. This package being held up at the border just distracted me. It's quite annoying. It's quite annoying. I'm also trying to change my setup a little bit. I find that the mic is starting to annoy me. So I want to get like a headset mic. And I bought one yesterday, but it sucks. This is not the same quality. So now I'm looking for another one, and I'm hoping I can find one, because I think the streams would feel a little bit better for me if I didn't have this big mic in front of me all the time. A little bit more movement. I find like things get in the way. I feel like restricted sometimes. So I'm trying to figure that out. SS says, I'm thinking about quitting my job. If you're thinking about it, it probably means you're going to quit it at some point if you're already thinking about it. It may not be now, but it may be down the road. The last time we were on stream, there was a massive hailstorm. And then today there's going to be something they call a boom cyclone. It's supposed to be like massive storms today after 2 p.m. So we got Farah in the building. How's it going, Farah? We got Kai, we got SS. It's one of my favorite sounds. Who is the artist? Doesn't even say, I forget. Like I said earlier, I'm actually trying to film a video today, and it's just like been taking me way too long. I've been struggling to create it. So I'm hoping that after I log off this stream, I can get to it. So maybe send me some like prayers and blessings. Send me some good energy, because I don't know why this one video is being so hard for me to record. I'm not sure why. I'm trying to figure it out. You know, the creative process can just be so messy sometimes, so chaotic, especially when you're like doing it every day. It gets difficult. It is what it is though. I used to like really wrap a lot of my value in like my performance and like in making good things. And that was really detrimental, I realized, because if I wasn't making good things, like I just felt worse about myself in life, when really there should be like a separation from that. I saw Kendrick say that he actually separates, Kendrick Lamar from, Kendrick Lamar offline, because if he doesn't, he's going to be judging and constantly critiquing himself when he lays in his bed back home after a show. And although he can critique his art, he tries not to critique himself as like his soul, and understand like this is his craft, this is his art, and it doesn't determine like his value of who he is, but it's an expression of him. And I used to struggle with that because I used to really place a lot of value, like back in the day when I shot music videos. If I didn't make like a really good music video, like my value was all wrapped up into it. And I think that is the mind of a perfectionist, which we all struggle with that. But now I really try to like remove that pressure. But it sucks when you kind of have deadlines. But they're self-imposed deadlines as well. So, that's really whatever. But the creative process can be quite messy, but the mess isn't the problem, it's the process. The mess really becomes a teacher, which is beautiful, right? Even in life, I find when life gets messy, it becomes a teacher, and there's still peace, there's still a balance that we can find within that place. Life will humble us, it will pull us into a messy situation. It seems almost, and it's almost as if life was like, listen, the universe was like, I was nudging you, I was whispering to you, heck, I was even sending you signals, but you ignored it all. And now, boom, life be lifing, it captures your attention, and now we're paying attention to the things that were hidden all along. So a lot of the times when life gets messy, we think we're losing ourselves, but really we're discovering the parts of ourselves that were hidden all along, and now we need to highlight those aspects and work on that. So I always try to look at everything almost as a teacher, as hard as it is. The realization is, okay, well, this must be an opportunity for me to learn something. If I understand that, then I can move into acceptance. I think as we grow, we become less reactive and triggered by the ebbs and flows, because we realize, bad things or unfortunate things are always going to happen. It's just life. It's just life. It's just how it's designed intentionally. You can't really cherry pick our experiences. I say that quite often. You can't really cherry pick life experiences. Of course, we want just like joy and like laughter and happiness every single day, but you're going to experience loss and pain and grief and all those things as well. You're going to experience seasons of like high creativity, and then experiences of creative block where things just aren't clicking. But regardless, what matters most is, I think, our persistence, our ability to accept as well, our ability to pause at times, our ability to move forward, our ability to get back up. All these things are the things I'd rather identify my value with versus like the actual outcome or the performance, because it just is what it is. What time is it? What time is it? Justine says it takes practice. I work daily on changing my thinking patterns. It's amazing how a shift in thought can be so life-changing. Yeah, what's crazy is like a lot of things is all a shift in perspective. Like two people could be experiencing the exact same thing, and one person could be drowning in it and one person could be thriving through it, just because of the way they look at it, right? Some people internalize and think everything is happening to them. They're like, oh my God, the universe is out to get me. The other person realizes that life just be lifing, and they align with it. They find that grace, they find that gratitude. And although it is hard, it is weathering, they move through it. So I really try to focus a lot always on perspective and rewiring the mind and how we're looking at things. And gratitude, perspective is really everything. It's very important. Oh wow, man, I love this perspective. This is what I needed to hear. In My Kitchen says, I like that, In My Kitchen. That's fire. That's a fire name. It's because it will be the one impactful video that's going to reach and guide many people. Your soul is carefully trying to craft this masterpiece. You see, that is perspective right there. I love that. Because on one hand, I could be like, oh my God, I suck. It's not working. Maybe this isn't right. Oh, what's wrong with me? Or you could lean into, man, my soul is carefully trying to craft a masterpiece. In my kitchen with the bar. Fire. Fire. I need to screenshot that. That was so good. I'm going to star it so I can save it. I love that. Oh my God. I love that. You dropping bars. Justine says, I'm taking a course that says gratitude is the antidote for fear. I like that as well. I actually had something written in my notes that aligns with that. Is that fear can be the gateway. Fear can be the gatekeeper of your growth. But when we face it, you step into the next version of yourself, you know? And we can equip ourselves with the gratitude to face it. It's like you neutralize the fear that way. And then what happens? You're like, hello. And now you have met the next version of yourself, the more fearless version, the courageous version. I love that. I love that. Someone says, I think, therefore I am. Ooh, I like that too. Y'all just dropping bars today. I'm gonna let you guys drop the bars. You guys keep dropping bars, and I'm gonna be repeating them. I think that's what today's session is about. Cause y'all got the bars and the wisdom. I like that. I said the other day, you know, like these live streams aren't really even about me. You know, like everyone is a teacher and a student, and everyone's got so much value. I'm just fixing my light. Everyone's got so much value to share. So I like coming to these live streams and having y'all share value. And then I can just, you know, repeat what you say, add on top of it, translate, and like guide our discussion for the day, you know? It's more of like it feels like we're in like a circle, just, you know, around the campfire, just hanging out, you know? I like that. Tree of Paradise says, appreciate everything, expect nothing. Been on my mind. You know what's crazy? I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, I have very low expectations of certain things. I expect nothing, you understand? But yeah, I like that. Appreciate everything. There's somebody that's Scott Galloway often says, he's like, success isn't all your fault, and your failures aren't all your fault. And I love that. You know what I'm saying? It like kind of humbles you, and it also lifts you up. So like when things are going wrong in life, like it's not all your fault. Like bad things just happen. But also like, you know, some of your successes and some of your W's, it's not all yours either. You know, there was like luck that was involved or other things that happened, or you got to give it up to the Most High for supporting you. So it also like humbles you a little bit and keeps you in that center line. Someone says that's what happens when you cultivate the chillest of spots. Yeah, this is the number one chill spot on the internet. A lot of people don't even know. A lot of people don't even know. A lot of people just be hating, but they gonna find out. You know, slow growth. We move on our own pace. We gonna spice it up sometime very soon, though. We're going to spice it up sometime very soon. Oh. Kyle says, in hindsight, we release all baggage and stagnant energy and we breathe. I like that. We breathe, 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 breathe. Kai says, let them see you shine. Let them see you shine. Everybody, let them see you shine. You're beautiful, Ara. Let them see you shine. Andrea says, my mantra is, I love life and life loves me. I like that. I love life and life loves me. Live the life that we are loving. No, live the life that we love, the life that we live, and live the life that we are loving is something I often say. I even have a card like that. Live the life that you love and love the life that you live. Live the life that you love and love the life that you live. I love life and life loves me. That feels so warm. I love life and life loves me. Yeah, that feels very warm. Unfortunately, at the moment, the reminder deck is not available for sale. The warehouse that was shipping everything for me closed down, so I don't have anyone to handle the shipping for me at the moment. So the website says out of stock. I'm actually not out of stock. I actually have like 1,000 decks left, but I just have to find a new warehouse to ship it. So, I'm working on that. Wild Love Living says, breath is the voice of the soul. I like that. Nessa says, I am the luckiest person in the world. 777-888. I am always working on my balance. 999. I release with love. I welcome new beginnings. Ooh, I like that. I welcome new beginnings. New beginnings are coming our way. I like that. 2025, we making it our year. Every year's my year. I'm like a new year optimist. I'm always like, this is my year. But we have to hype ourselves up. You understand? Who's going to be positive for us? Sometimes nobody around us is going to lift us up. We got to lift ourselves up. And then by lifting ourselves up, we also lift the people around us up. So then they lift us up as well. And then now it's like a reciprocal energy that we created. It's like a ripple effect, and it started with us. That's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Optimism. I'm a big optimistic. We try to stay positive. We learn through things. Y'all, I need to get rid of this microphone. I just want to get a new headset mic. Like when you watch like a TED Talk or like yoga instructors, they have those little mics. I actually have one over here, but the sound quality sucks. I want to get one that's really good quality so I can just get rid of this. I just feel like this is like in the way now. I don't know why. I used to like it, but now I don't. That just feels like way better. That feels way better if I can just get rid of this mic. At least sometimes. At least like maybe for the streams. Maybe not for some videos. Yeah, upgrade. I did buy one yesterday, but the quality just sucks. And it's also like, I'll show you the color. I don't like the color of it. So I did buy one yesterday, and I'm gonna return it. I made sure I could return it before I bought it because I knew I was just testing it out. But yeah, one, I didn't like the color. It just like, I don't like the color. I want a black one, so it kind of blends. Two, it doesn't actually, it just sits on my beard, so it gets rusty. And then the sound quality just sucked. Like it sounded awful, y'all. Like y'all wouldn't even listen to me. It sounded so bad. So this one's not going to work, but basically the vision is I can get rid of this, have one of these on me that is a little bit more sleek. These go behind your ears, a little mic right here. And then I can have more freedom. And then I can have like my tea and stuff. And it's like more in the, you know? So this thing is kind of feeling like a little bit in the way these days. It's kind of weird how that can happen. How something could feel so right and then out of nowhere it just doesn't anymore. You know, we got to change. We got to change things up. I'm always trying to fine tune my setup. It's really all about me feeling comfortable. If I feel comfortable, then the energy flows. If I'm not feeling that comfortable, then the energy doesn't grow. Someone said Rode Wireless Pro is good. Okay, I'll check it out. I want to make sure it's one that I can wear because I can't wear the lav mics that you put on your shirts because my hair moves around and the hair brushes against the mic and then it just sounds awful. So lav mics are kind of hard for me, especially that I'd be moving. So I got to return this because this was like $200 and it's just not going to work and I want my money back. I want my money back. Someone says, people say get uncomfortable, man. I love, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously there's growth and uncomfort, but like when it comes to like speaking on camera, especially if I'm going to be like hanging out for like an hour on live stream, I don't want to be uncomfortable. I need to be like comfortable, right? And I find like, again, like my hands are starting to just feel restricted. I have to go under here if I want to press something here.
The number one chill spot on the internet.
You know, if I want to drink tea, it's like, it's starting to annoy me, y'all. It's starting to annoy me. It's like when you've been like wearing a style for a while that you loved. Like maybe one season you're really just like feeling like the color blue. And then out of nowhere, you just start to hate the color blue. Or maybe for the ladies out there, you know, you get like a new haircut, you rock it. And then 4 months later, you're like, yo, I'm so over this look. That's how I feel. This is like my male version of that. That's how I feel about this microphone right now. Even though I love the sound of the microphone, I just don't like the utility. I don't like how it's just this big thing right here. So we'll figure that out. Brain Stories. Oh, I like that name. Heinz, I put on one of your videos every day while having breakfast and it helps start my day on a positive note. That's really like the whole intention of it. So I'm glad to hear that. It's really the whole intention is that there's like always a lot of, I don't know. There's a lot of nonsense, obviously, we can dive into on the internet. So today is, we're going to bring up some questions and I'm letting the chat answer the questions. Zay says, any advice on how to stop being scared of everything? Everything? What do you mean by everything? If anybody has some advice for Zay, pop it in the chat. How to, maybe let's take away the everything and how to stop being scared. How to take a leap of faith. You know, how to embrace all that you are, the potential within. I know somebody recently probably just overcame something that they were scared of. Shit. Truth is, I was scared to do this once. Live stream? Oh my God, what will I say? Oh my God, people watching me? What if I mess up? What if I stumble? Oh my God. Then you realize it's not really a big deal. What if you do mess up? Okay, what's the worst that happens? You mess up. What if you do stumble? Okay, you stumbled. Everyone stumbles. What if someone laughs at you? Okay, whatever. They laugh. Move on. You know, life is beautiful. You know, you can't please everybody either. What is within us? Oh my God, what if, instead of like thinking about the what ifs for the bad things that could happen, we should start to write out more what if. You know, like we think about something like, oh, what if this happens? No, what if this happens? Like the positive to it. Oh, what if I fail? No, what if you succeed? Oh my God. What if you discover more purpose? Oh my God. What if you develop a new community because you leaned into that new thing? Oh my, what if, like, what? Oh my God, there's so many possibilities. That's like the framing and hindsight that we should have. Is like, instead of always leaning into the negatives that could happen, it's like, no, what if? Oh my God, the most amazing, beautiful things happen. And then stay in that frequency, stay with that thought, think about that and stay there. And now these other what ifs are like, oh, well, I mean, that's not even appealing. Like, just put that to the side. What if, right? The beautiful things. Let's see what the chat is saying. Someone says, Heinz, is this live? Yeah, we live, baby. Justine says, understand you are equipped with all that you need. All that you have, all that you need to succeed. Vaughn says, baby steps. What is the smallest thing you could do that scares you just a little bit? Yeah, baby steps. The destination is in every step. Get a little win under the belt. Now you have some evidence and then a little bit more confidence. And now you carry that confidence into the next step, right? I like that. Yeah. Gabriel says, messing up is the process. Our brains are beautiful machines that turn mistakes into skill. Ooh, Gabriel with the bar. I need like a bomb sound, but I feel like the bomb sound would just be also very contradictory to the energy right now. So just imagine a bomb sound. Boom. Andrea says, if you are scared of other people's judgments, just remember the people who poke fun or criticize the most are more likely projecting their insecurities, wishing they had the courage to do it like you, which is very true, right? It's very true. If someone is making fun of you for doing something, it's most likely they're making fun of themselves. You understand? They're judging themselves. They wish they could have the courage to do that thing. You know, so we shouldn't even be mad at them. We should actually hope that they find that courage within themselves as well. You can't knock nobody for trying. Really can't knock nobody for trying. Oh my God, doing things is hard. Like I actually just, you know, I have like a very distinct taste. So like there's lots of things I don't like, you know, a lot of songs I don't like, a lot of things I don't like, but I always still give credit that someone did it. Like I could listen to an album and be like, I don't like that album. But yo, making an album is hard. So I give you credit. Because to get to the point to finish an album or let's say a book, man, the internal storm that individual had to go through, the hoops and the hurdles they had to jump over, the financial burdens they had to carry to bring this thing into existence that they felt in their heart, and they had to get it out into the world. Yeah, maybe it's not my flavor, but doing things is hard, and I respect it. I respect anybody that just does the thing, because doing things is hard. It is hard. Nobody sees that internal struggle, you know. Nobody sees all the mistakes and failures, you know. And we all know it too. You know, I think like these days, like I think maybe I'm wrong, but I think people are like less judgy these days when it comes to certain things. Like, you know, everyone's got dreams, everyone's got goals. We're all trying to make things happen. I like this. Wild Love Living says, what if I fail? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? Very poetic. I like that. What if I fail? Oh, my darling, what if you fly? I like that. That's my, oof, that's so good. What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? Oh, I like that. What if I fall? Nah, what if you fly? Take that leap. Take that leap. Because if you fall, you can get back up, right? And if you fly, you fly. Technically, you win either way. Because if you fall, you can get back up, right? If you make a mistake, you get the information that you need so you can get to the execution and you can succeed. So even if you fall, you gain the information you need to succeed. And if you don't fall, you fly anyway, so you win. It's actually like a win-win situation. I think it's really all an illusion that we put on ourselves when we just have this fear of failure, because it's really just an illusion. Even if we fail, okay, we're just learning. We're just gaining more information. Think about a comedian. Comedian sitting there at home, they have an idea for a joke. They're like, haha, I think that's funny. Then they go on stage, they tell the joke, nobody laughs. And they're like, okay, damn, I thought it was funny, but it's not. Okay, I think maybe I got to rework it a little bit. They go back home, they rework that joke, they try it again at the next club. Oh, they got a little bit more chuckles this time. Okay, but they realize they need more tension in that story. So they go home, they rework that joke, put a little bit more tension, a little bit more of a POV into it. They tell that joke again next Saturday. Boom, everyone's laughing. The failure gave them the information to master their craft, and now they succeeded. Now they have a home run. Now, if everyone didn't laugh at that joke and he just was like, well, I suck, I'm quitting, never would realize his or her potential, right? So failure is really just information. I would say failure is like nutrients for our foundation, right? Failure is nutrients for our foundation. I need to hear that because I was failing this morning. I was making a video and it kept failing. You know, sometimes I make a video, I'm just like so tuned in. I'm in a flow. Like I just one take, boom, you know, but the problem is the video I'm making, I'm really trying to like intertwine some more sounds into it and things like that. So I'm thinking of different things, you know, I'm like thinking while I'm talking and I'm thinking what I got to do here. Then I got to change the volume and then I got this little ring on. So then I'm like, you know, so I'm learning, my brain is learning how to operate things and communicate at the same time. And that takes a process. You know, it's like someone learning how to play the guitar. It's probably very hard to learn how to play the guitar and sing at first. You probably just got to learn how to play the guitar first and then start singing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. Failure is experience. Justine says our view of failure and blessings don't always line up with God's. God knows better than we do. Jah know. Jah know. Jah know. That's why like a religious or spiritual foundation is really beautiful. If that's how you operate, it really can help. I know for me, I know for me it helps. It definitely helps. It definitely helps. Tia says, sometimes even if you fail, you can pivot to make it work. And if it continues to fail, that is just a sign that it isn't for you. So now you know to move on to what is for you. Yeah. And it's like that failure is still a part of the process, right? So it's like it was necessary to bring you from this point to this point. Now it didn't work, but you're still ahead because now you have more information. So like Tia says, it's like the pivot, right? You're pivoting, but you needed that failure to let you know the direction you got to go in. It's no different than like people who go into one career, realize it's not for them and then pivot. That's okay. That career showed them what is for them and what isn't for them and gave them more information on really where they want to position themselves in life. Completely fine. Some people at 40 years old completely have a career pivot. Completely fine. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean the last 15 years was a waste. No, all of that was information for you to realize your purpose in this next position. It's actually very beautiful. A little bit more fluidity and flexibility, I feel, is necessary. You know, structure gives us roots, but, you know, having that fluidity and flexibility as well, it gives us freedom to be. And that is really important because it's very hard to be, it's very easy to be so rigid on ourselves. You know what's hard though? Is when you just been failing a lot. Like I know we're like over romanticizing failure, but like let's be real, like for a moment. Sometimes you just be catching so many L's where you're just like, yo, I'm just tired. Like I just need, you're like, I'm just been catching way too many L's in life. I just need a W. I just need a win. Like as much as we know failure is good, it is very difficult though, especially when it's like consistent. When you feel like you consistently just been getting knocked back down, and that happens, right? That does build up our resilience and our strength, but it is difficult. Sometimes you're just like, God, just throw me a W, please. Like, let me just get something under my belt right now. Artistic C says, right, I've been getting a lot of rejections. No, I feel you, man. I feel you. Sometimes you just like fed up. Sometimes you're like, I'm fed up, yo. I'm fed up. I'm like, I've got enough information. Let me get a W under my belt. Some seasons are like that, man. Some seasons are like that. We got to take it as we go. What happened to my pen? Oh, there's my pen. It does take time, P Dragon Labs, and then a W comes. I always say, a breakthrough comes. So like often when we're catching a lot of L's and we're struggling, we also know a breakthrough is about to come, right? Clarity often arrives after we've been wrestling with life. Clarity often arrives after we've been wrestling with life. Clarity only hits after you've been wrestling, after you've been searching for it, right? So same thing with a win. After so much rejection, what is bound to happen? Connection. Something's going to work. Something's going to connect at some point. As long as we're being aware and we're not repeating the same mistakes, right? Because then that's kind of really just our fault. But, clarity also arrives when we settle the mind and we stop wrestling with life, let go a little bit. So breathe into the moment. Remind yourself a breakthrough is about to come. A breakthrough is about to come. It's going to happen. A breakthrough is going to happen. You're going to have a financial breakthrough. Great. Breakthrough's about to come. It's amazing. It's hard, Amara says, when you feel like such a failure. It's hard getting out of that mindset. Sometimes it is. I think that's why we have to like try to get some like little wins under our belt, some micro goals we can accomplish, some things we can turn our attention to relieve ourselves from some of these like big failures that have been weighing us down, and just start small again, baby steps. And also know, getting more resilient, getting more resilient. Rejection can be redirection. We know that. Tanya says, if you're scared of history repeating itself, give yourself space to believe the unknown can happen. Focus on what you've always known, and that's all that will happen. Try meditating to stay present. I love that. Justine says, open your heart to the Creator. Give him your failures. We are his children, and he cares for us as human cares for theirs. And just like we care for our own, of course, God's going to care for you. It says in the Bible, think about your own child. Don't you want to give your child good gifts? Right? Of course. Now, the creator of all, don't you think the creator of all wants to give you even better gifts? Well, of course. Justine says, change what you consider failure. I like that. Justine is dropping a lot of bars today. Justine is full of knowledge and wisdom right now. I love it. I love it. My failures this morning don't feel as heavy anymore because of y'all. I knew I would come on stream and feel better. Amadao says, how I see it is that Jah cares for I and I, like life is his tree. 100%. Often I like what Taurus Riley says, is Jah be with me, Jah be with me, Jah be with me, and I'm gonna be with you. I forget what Taurus Riley said. My bad. It's something about like Jah be with me and I'm gonna be with you, I and I. But of course Jah gonna be with me. Loving the music. Are these your beats? Some are. This is a sound I made, yes. I got little sounds that I made. Anything that's like kind of like percussion-y and like kind of like, you know, it's me. We got some spicy tea in the chat. We got some matcha in the chat. I was also, I got this tea from Yunnan, China right now. Got a lot of it, so you know what it is. Someone said 144 watching. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I don't even actually pay attention to the numbers. I'm not even gonna lie. I really just focus on the connection in the chat. That's where the love is. You could have like 1,000 people. You could have like 5,000 people watching your stream, and then it could be chaos full of negativity and bullshit. You know? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I've been in some streams. I'm like, yo, this is chaotic. This is negative. Yo, this is ugly. Y'all be on some weird vibes. So for me, I really measure the potency on what's happening. So that's where I measure the value. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you could also get 1 million views for spewing hate. So like, is it the 1 million views that is the accomplishment? No, it's not. It's the substance of what you're saying or what you're bringing into the world. And if you're bringing like some type of laughter or inspiration or joy or creation or technology or something, then great. But if you're spewing like hate and negativity and trying to steal people's attention through gossip, well, then like the 1 million views means nothing, in my opinion. That's how I see it. You know, so that's why we have to be careful with always placing all our value when it comes with the views and stuff like that. Right? Because then you get up in that rat race where you'll do anything for it. Like, listen, man, a lot of people take that route. Just go say wild shit online. Go do wild shit, because wild shit gets attention. It's true, right? Wild shit gets attention. You know, spreads like hot fire. It's just how it is. It's like when you're at the grocery lineup and you see those magazines, you know, that you can buy. The magazines are always like full of like celebrity gossip, right? Like you ain't never see nothing positive on those things. Why? Because a lot of times the negativity sells, unfortunately. Maybe one day there'll be like a time where like that's not how it is. But for now, it's still kind of like that. Oh man, power is out in Seattle. Yeah, see, it might actually happen out here too, because there's actually like a cyclone. So the power might get out where I am too. So pretty much the West Coast right now is getting hit. And I know Vancouver Island right now is getting hit. So hopefully my power doesn't go out either, because I was actually planning on coming back to the studio later to record. But if it does go out, I'm gonna have to embrace it. I do have a Starlink at home, so I could set up my Starlink and I still have internet. Actually, no, how do I do that with no power though? Never mind. VC says humans are addicted to drama, unfortunately. Yeah, we really are. We really are. The internet is full of it, full of lies and BS, and it just gets passed around. But not over here, you know. We focus on what we input to ourselves, because when we input better things, then what is our output like? Our output will also mirror our input, you know. If all we consume is like drama and negativity, then what do we think is going to come out of our mouth? You know, we're going to be gossipers full of drama and negativity. If we input good things, things that feel good for the spirit, what's going to come out of our mouth? Good things. What did Jesus say? He's like, it's not just what you eat, it's what comes out. So you could have the cleanest diet in the world, but if the things that come out of your mouth are just full of hatred and gossip and BS, those are the things that would defile your spirit. It doesn't matter how clean you're eating. You know, you got the best of diet, but the words and the things coming out of your mouth is awful. Those are the things that truly defile your spirit, right? Food is just food is good for your spirit too, but you know what I'm saying? I really love that teaching. One of my favorites. One of my favorites from Big Jesus. One of my favorites. Honey turns bitter. I love my honey though. I got a lot of honey at home. Yeah, I have like a little reggae.
This is a place where the chill vibes reside. What the rhythm? This is the number one chill spot on the internet. Oh yeah, you met your love, you want your love, you want your love. I met your next. This is the number one chill spot on the internet. Oh yeah, this is the number one chill spot.
A little theme song, little reggae theme song. Why not?
Oh yeah, this is the number one chill spot on the internet.
Little reggae tune theme song, number one chill spot on the internet.
Oh yeah.
That's so fun. That's so fun. I had another one too.
The number one chill spot.
This one's kind of fun too. I like this one. This one's fun too. I'm gonna make more.
The number one chill spot.
Someone said Heinz is high tech. Yeah. I'm a nerd, yo. I'm a nerd. Yeah, the reggae one's a vibe. I have some more, but I actually just don't know where I just don't have them plugged in. But
Rhythm smooth and the beats bounce upside. Unwind, relax, let your heart feel at home. This is the number one chill spot where you are never alone.
that one's a little bit rough, the quality of it, but we're gonna make some more. I'd be bored.
This is the number one chill spot on the internet.
I'd be bored. I'd be having fun.
Oh yeah, you met your love, you want your love, you want your love. I met your next. This is the number one chill spot on the internet. Oh yeah.
It's just so happy, you know? It's just, it's so happy.
Oh yeah. This is the number one chill spot.
That's all. That I gotta add more to it. I gotta add more to it. Yeah, we be having fun. We be having fun. Yeah, you know. At least I could have a couple little theme songs and nobody copyright me. That's always fun. What time is it? I got a couple more minutes and then I gotta go. And then I gotta try to re-record this video that I was recording. I thought it was gonna go smooth, but it wasn't going smooth, but that's okay. We getting better. Yeah, I've been making a lot of like Afro house too. I've been making a lot of Afro house. Been making like Afro house for like some like Afro house like breathing sessions, like rhythmic breathing. We got Journey to a Boss Babe who's going to Cape Town. Oh man, I'm jealous. I want to go to South Africa. Put me in your suitcase. I'm super jealous.
The number one chill spot on the internet.
Yeah, soon enough I'll have enough music to like really jam out and not get copyright strikes. Because I get like so many copyright strikes from YouTube, it gets annoying. Are you an Ableton man? Yeah, Ableton. I don't actually use Serum much, so I do have Serum, but I actually don't really use it much. What plugins? Let me look at my plugins right now. I have Serum. I have Omnisphere. Yeah, Serum and Omnisphere, and then a lot of samples, to be honest. So a lot of samples. Splice. You know, Splice obviously has a lot of stuff. I use Splice because basically like to speed up my process, you know, like the most important thing is like me speaking, so I can't, and I need more sounds, so you know, Splice helps me speed up the process and things like that. So yeah, that's quite fun. It's actually wild, just like how much you can do these days. It's just the accessibility to create things is just wild. Like it's just everything's at your fingertips. Almost like too much stuff. Almost too much stuff. You almost have too many options that could cripple you. I find that sometimes. Back in the day, when there was like I had less access to plugins and sounds, I'd only have like 14 samples and I would just work with that and make something out of it. Now it's like you just have so much options that it can actually paralyze you. Jazzy house was a good genre. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Someone says you should never have a YouTube strike. You make music, get it together. Yeah, well, they're not strikes. They're just copyright strikes. They're not like channel strikes. So my channel's still in good conditions. It just means that it blocks it in some areas, or the artist is monetizing the video and taking the money. So pretty much all my streams like get monetized and go to the artists. Well, in about 1 or 2 minutes, I shall get back to my recording. I really came on just to say what's up. And hopefully I find a new mic so I can get rid of this, because I just feel like the streams, like, don't you think, like, I just feel like it would be better if I didn't have something in front of me. I just feel like it'd be so much better if I had some more room to move around. So I think tomorrow I have one that comes in. So hopefully that one works with us. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully it sounds almost as good as this. I don't expect it to sound as good as this, but I'll sacrifice a little bit of the quality for the mobility. You know, you give and take, give and take. Okay, y'all. I'm going to attempt to make this video again. Wish me luck.